Hey!
Good morning and welcome to this 135 Whippet Bill with us three. Three veterans. So, which one's you?
That's John.
That's John. I got it right. Yay. That's John. That's Gary.
Hello there.
Hello. And
Who's that horse?
Whippet.
Who's this
What are
that
you-
horse?
What have you two been up to this week?
Well, what have I been up to this week? Yesterday I was working on an F-16.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
No, it's rapidly about to get shown the bin, which is really going to mess my YouTube video build up on it. Been working on that mostly this week, and this morning, just before we went on air, I did an emergency spray of the Whippet tank tracks because I'd forgotten to do them. And then I realised that the Whippet, having asked an expert, has exhaust on both sides, and I'd only done one. So now I'm doing emergency exhaust painting. That's been good. And the sun came out yesterday.
Ooh. And
What,
about you, John?
In England?
Yeah, it was warm. What about you, John? What have you been doing this week?
Well, Wednesdays I tend to go down to the local air museum, Fighter World, where I volunteer. And, did that yesterday and fell into a good conversation with some people that are having a tour. It got me out of some annual training, so that was wonderful. Apart from that, I've got two things on the bench on the go. I'll just show you those quickly because I can. Three if you include the Whippet, but you'll see the Whippet. So there's the Qatari 1/32 scale Spitfires progressing. It's looking very Spitfire-like. So it's pretty much at the stage of masking up and painting. So
Cool.
One black wheel well, one white one, and one with a bit. It doesn't matter.
No, you can't do that.
That's going rather well. And an Airfix B-17G 72nd scale primed, and that's again that's just about ready for painting as well. So everything's sort of covered up and masked up and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the bench, apart from the Whippet.
Coolio.
And
Excellent.
put that out of the way.
What have you been doing this week, Mikey?
What have I been doing this week? Well, I'm glad you asked.
We spent hours in rehearsals doing this.
This is entirely unscripted.
I have I've been rehearsing since 6 o'clock this morning.
Yes, well, I was still in bed.
Yeah.
So I decided on Monday, because we're now doing the Monday show as well.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for those who joined us.
Yeah, that went really well. So I was designing the layout for the diorama that I'm doing for a friend whose dad served in the Second World War on a universal carrier. So I decided I'm going to use this lovely sliced log.
Oh, that's nice. Where did you get that from? You've been outside chopping wood.
No, I think I got it from Amazon. They're fairly cheap.
Oh, wow.
I got like a pack of 3 of them.
Ah.
So, as you can see, you got a gate there.
Yeah.
You got a wall, and then you're going to have a building there. And then you're going to have the universal carrier here and a field with maybe a horse or a cow looking over the gate.
Wow.
So, made this gate out of wood.
Huh.
Hmm.
And it's got a little lock on it and everything.
I was talking to Mikey about this before we went live, and that little lock thing he's done is really, really
that's
cool.
really cool.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's no Raj Banal, but it's looking really good.
It's not the Raj Banal, no.
So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And then literally 8 minutes before the show started, I decided to do the varnish coat on my Whippet and tracks. So I managed to set up my spray booth, do all the varnish, and then put it back together, put it away again in 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's unfortunately rehearsals overrun this morning,
Yes.
so he didn't have time to do it.
It's not because we're unprofessional at all.
No.
Nothing to do with it
So
whatsoever.
that's looking nice and shiny now.
Oh, shiny.
Shiny,
Oh,
shiny.
how did the
Because one
stencils go? Sorry, the masks.
They
Obviously,
went
they
really
look
well.
like.
The numbers work fine.
Hmm.
On the back, I used the one for the front a second time because there was only one of them, and
Yeah.
it didn't come out too well. But I managed to touch it up so that it looked all right.
Ah,
The front one came out really lovely.
it's looking good.
I have literally yet to do my masking, and I've still got the red and white stripe to do.
Yes, your ARF.
That's it. I couldn't think of the word.
Mm.
Put it down to my ineptability at remembering things.
I put it down to old age and senility, but
6 minutes, 28 seconds in, and they start picking on the old fat lad.
Right. Should we do Gary's FOM 4H bit first, or should we
See-
do the comments first?
Do the comments.
Yeah,
the
do the
comments.
comments.
I'll put it onto me then.
Me.
Well, you know, with a beard like this. Right. Oh, hang on. There you go. Gary says, "Good morning, YouTube land."
The big wide world of YouTube.
I'm looking for.
Next Modmin,
Modmin's nodded off.
Tiffany or Modmin. We need to change your name to Modmin on here.
Yeah, it's got to be Modmin.
Be right there, just making a cuppa.
Hello!
Hello. And she says, "Make me one, Tiff." Our
I'm
survey
nearly
says,
out.
"Hey, Kerry, only enough water in the kettle for one, unfortunately."
Oh, what?
Kerry says, "I'll remember that." Who says, "Good morning."
Morning, Jim.
Kerry
Got your
says,
coffee?
"Morning, Jim." Yeah, Jim says, "Good morning, Kerry, Tiffany, and Gary." Oh, it's not the rest of us in there. Never mind me and John.
Hmm.
Kerry says, "Hey, John, is it finished yet?"
No, that's why we're here.
Tiff says, "Morning, Jim." Jim says, "Much needed coffee is on the brew."
On the brew.
Tiffany says, "I don't fill the kettle more than that because I don't drink enough tea, Kerry." Jim
don't
says,
think-
"Spitfire B-17 are coming along well, Mr. Marley, but they're not finished
Thank
yet."
you. No, they're not finished yet.
Steve says, "Hello, guys. I'm choking a bit now. Was spraying my tanker base black and my airbrush was blocked. Working on it and got a face full of airbrush cleaner. It's not recommended." Yeah, that's not clever.
Ooh.
Never
Ooh.
ever put your airbrush at yourself because
Ooh.
compressed air can get under the skin as well and cause air bubbles in your blood.
Oh, I see. It would have bubbled up out of the cup, I'd say.
And on that
Yeah.
cheerful note, Mr.
Dave
Skelly.
goes in. He says, "Good morning, all." Morning, sir. Steve says, "Hello, Jim. Hope you're very well, sir." And then Steve says, "Hi, Dave."
Hi, Dave. All right, Trigger.
Hi, Dave. Tiff says, "Morning, Steve. Try and get a lung full of fresh air." Yeah, you try it. Steve says,
where he
"Hi."
lives. He might live in the
She's
country.
not called Tiffany anymore. She's called Modmin.
Yeah.
She is not a name. She is a number.
Yeah.
No, she's not. Jim says, "Hey there, Steve. Saw the pics of your Academy M3 on Discord. Coming along well, mate."
Yes. Yes. And the pictures you put up, Jim, last night of your... What were you building, Jim?
BF-109?
Might have been yeah.
You look on your phone.
No, because it's too complicated and I'm old and senile.
It's too complicated to use a
Too
smartphone.
complicated.
All right, old man, calm down. I'll have a look for you.
The BF-109 G6, I remembered.
Yes.
Nothing to do with it being on screen. Yes. So no, that looked really good. I saw that this morning, and also I saw the ungodly time you posted it.
Yeah,
Jim
but don't
does
forget,
not.
it's an ungodly time to be up.
Yeah, but
So,
Jim obviously doesn't sleep.
yeah. Oh, it's the
Hmm.
oldest tacky kit. So, Gary,
Yes.
over to you.
Okay.
Your-
Quick advert break then. Friends Models for Heroes. This is where you can go off and make your cup of tea. Are an online IPMS registered modelling club who support the work carried out by Models for Heroes. We are, if you want to use a footballing analogy, the supporters club for Models for Heroes. Membership to our club is £12 a year for adults. It's free for under 18s. And that gives you access to our Discord, which is quite an active little site. With our, we have 2 official club sessions on there on a Wednesday afternoon and a all-day Saturday. However, the clubhouse is open 24/7, and there's always someone in there. We have a YouTube channel, which is slowly growing. We need it to grow a bit faster because at the moment we cannot live stream on our YouTube channel because we don't have 100 subscribers. We had a sharp increase in subscribers yesterday when I put the word out to a few people, but we do need to reach 100 subscribers to be able to live stream on there. At the moment, we're doing it all on Mikey's. But yeah, Friends Models for Heroes, if you want to join us, if you want to do some online modeling, it cuts down the restrictions of being all parts of the, in all areas of the world. It brings us all under one umbrella in one area. You're more than welcome to come along and join. To join, you just go to the Facebook page, Friends of Models for Heroes, and there's a link on there. And with that, back to the studio. Oh, it's a bit
Yes.
slow.
Well, to be fair, I was doing something.
Okay.
Technology, wonderful stuff. Do. All right, let's change camera.
Oh, look at that beastie.
Doosh.
We've gone very quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm concentrating. I'm thinking about what to do next.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
carry on.
I was going to say we've got some more comments.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Jim says, the old attacky kit.
Oh,
Ye old attacky kit.
wow.
And thank you, Gary.
That's a pleasure. No, it was really quite impressive.
James is in the house. He says, good morning, all.
Morning,
Good
James.
morning, James. Tiffany says, morning, squarish. Jim says, good morning, Mikey and John. Pardon for the tardiness of my greeting. You are forgiven.
All's forgiven.
Tiffany says, https ://youtube.com/@ friends of models for heroes -xk3he.
Or just click on the link.
Yeah, that should have changed because I changed it to @FOM4H.
I don't think.
So you might need to update that link. Next. Kieran says, good morning, all. Good morning, Kieran.
Welcome.
Tiffany says, morning, Kieran.
Yes.
Kieran says, morning, Tiff.
That needs a bit of an update.
Jim says, morning to you, Kieran, and all the usual suspects are here. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes. This is one thing I'm loving, is we're getting like a little community together.
It's our little Thursday morning club. Well, I've noticed there's one person not here.
Well, you see, it's Thursday and Monday now, isn't it? Because the same people turned up on Monday. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
And we got to speak to them face to face, which was awesome.
Yes. And that was a good session. And
it was wonderful.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And as I say, a bit of a change to what we advertised. We were gonna do it on my stream, the Friends of Models for Hero channel. Next week, we're going to carry on with Mikey's because YouTube, in its wisdom, won't let me live stream. So,
yeah. And you actually sound disappointed about that. I remember a few weeks ago when you would have been terrified of doing a live stream on your channel.
oh, believe you me, I'm still cacking my pants.
Well, what a lovely way of putting it.
We went to the West Midlands Safari Park many years ago when the kids were little, and there was some kids, and they went on this ride that was there, and the saying "cack your pants." This is where it comes from. As these two kids got off, one mate shouted to his other, and they were only about 8 years old. He shouted to his mate, "Did you cack your pants?" And we just all fell about laughing. So that's where cacking your pants comes from in our house.
Ah, I see.
Anyway, I digress.
You do. Kieran, morning, Jim. Just checking out your 109 G6. Fantastic. That sounds like it's some sort of technical euphemism. Just checking out your 109 G6.
Yeah, it's like when you go into hospital and they want U's, knees, LFTs, and a 109 G6.
Yeah.
Only if I could do the episiotomy.
James says that link did work. Fresh subscription added. Well, thank you very much.
Very
James.
much.
Really appreciate it.
We will get there.
Yes. James says it's surprising they won't let you. I haven't got 100 subs and I can live stream. Ooh, I wonder what's going on there then.
I think I needed 50, I believe.
That might be what it is then. So you may be closer than what you thought, Gary.
Oh,
We have 69, I think.
Well, not anymore. I'm too old for that.
And unattractive, but
Oh, that's a bit harsh, John.
Cool.
Hey, I'm glad to see, John, your Wi-Fi sorted itself out today because
it was. My daughter was complaining this morning. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. And she was just really in a stroppy mood. I said, well, I've reset the router as you would call it. I've reset the router, and everything seems to be working fine. She's going off. I said, show me your phone. Right. Okay. I'm looking at all these apps that I've never heard of before, like, Tic-Tac or something like that. And I said, show me something connected to the internet to prove that it doesn't work. And she clicked on one. Oh yeah, it's working. And she just walked away. I said, yeah. Is there a thank you in order? And she said,
no, it's your fault.
I can't talk. I'm online. And kept walking, and I couldn't believe it. Broken-hearted I was.
So we have more comments.
Lovely.
I love these comments.
Lovely.
It's nice when we get comments.
Yes.
There's a lot of channels that don't get comments. Jim says, thanks, Kieran. Always fun to share a finished model with fellow modelers.
Sure is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see.
Jim says, good morning, Squarish. Squarish says, for YouTube live streaming, I believe it's 50 subs and your account needs to be verified, email verification. There we go, Gary.
Yeah. Okay. I'll sort that.
There's an interesting thing happened this week as well. Me and James, on a Tuesday night, we played D&D with Tag, as you know. And between sessions, we were having a natter. And what James, when he was in the army, he was a army photographer.
Right.
And one of the jobs he did was to photograph a machine that I photographed my old unit as they were using a machine that I helped to build.
Wow.
When I was in. We built a little track vehicle with an air cannon on top.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And it was being used to pull up an artillery tractor up to the top of Snowdonia to celebrate the 300th anniversary of the Royal Artillery.
Cool.
And James was the photographer sent to do the photo shoot.
There you go.
Excellent. That's the thing about you engineering people. You build things, out of spare parts. And
well, what it was we had the CO's challenge because we're a Remu battalion, and the challenge was you have to build a trapped vehicle with an air cannon that could fire a baked bean tin, and you could also use it to do mine clearance. So, because Wrexham, JCB is in Wrexham, which is not far from us, it's about 40-minute drive.
Not in JCB, it's not.
Well, we managed to get a hold of JCB and say, "Can we come for a tour? Because we're looking for some ideas for this challenge that we're doing." And they said, "Yeah, no problem, come around." And we went through a tour, and it's really interesting, showing us how they make all the JCBs and stuff. And then they said, what we were going to do is we were going to give you a few parts, spare parts you could use. But we decided, because you guys, what you do for the country, and you're prepared to sacrifice a lot for us, we decided we'd sacrifice a whole digger for you.
Wow.
So they gave us a JCB robot.
Oh my god.
And they said, "Here you go, here's a digger, use what you want off it. Just don't use the whole thing."
So you left a wing mirror.
Well, what we did is we used the track pods, the sponsons, and then we actually made like a tube chassis and roll cage. We made a plate steel hull for it, and back plates. We put the engine in the back and all the controls, and we put some seats in the front, and put air cannons on top and things, an air cannon on top, and all sorts.
Cool.
And it looked pretty cool. In fact, I might be able to show you a picture of it actually.
No, we don't want to get told off for showing pictures.
But it's pretty cool because I was able to show James photos from when we were actually making it,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
which was pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Right.
And
So
the challenge was pretty cool because you had to do off-road driving with it. You had to sweep a minefield with it, and then you had to shoot your air cannon at an old truck and try and get as close to target as possible. We managed that, and then you have to do like who can shoot the furthest challenge. And everyone fired theirs, and then we fired ours at 45-degree angle at full power, and we lost sight of the baked bean tin as it was still going up. So everyone just got told immediately to stop firing.
Stop it now! It's getting silly.
Yeah, that's a little bit overpower. Let's see, where is it?
Where's Jakey this morning, Carrie Ann? Is he still in his hobbit hole?
He's just
Oh, here he is. Good morning, Jake.
Says, "Hi, everybody."
Please explain why you are late for parade, young man.
Oh, behave. Is it in that album? I think it might be.
What's the matter?
It is. Right. So, should be able to show you.
Oh, right. I wonder what you were doing.
Share screen. Share screen. Facebook.
To quote another.
There you go.
Oh,
so that's when we were building it. And there's me there with the dark hair.
No beard, obviously, because he was
no beard.
Serving at the time when you couldn't have a beard.
Me grinding. Yeah. There you go. That's after the competition.
That's quite a beast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was the air cannon. That was the air cannon on top. There's me sat on top of it on the right hand side.
Yeah.
When I was all slim and young. The minesweeper. I think we only used the minesweeper for that one competition, and we never used after that. But we used the actual little tank itself all the time for recruiting and things.
Excellent.
And there's me working on the engine light.
Oh, there you go.
Very cool.
Me stood on top of a warrior.
Yay!
Yeah. So there you go.
Right.
Nice seeing the pictures.
Don't like these spuds. I'm going to redo the spuds.
I had a
So
a revelation today.
Oh,
Uh,
what have
there
you
was an
done?
epiphany.
yeah, wallabies are delicious.
Oh, you took the one you
My
run
f-
over out the freezer. Oh, hello. Caramel
Cadbury caramel
wallaby.
wallabies.
Ah,
They must be new. I haven't tasted them before.
yeah. Are they as good as a Tim Tam?
Oh, nothing's as good as a Tim Tam.
Do you know what I saw? And I will name and shame Mr. Mayfield, the mad professor,
Which one?
John,
Yeah.
showed a photo of a packet of hobnobs at the show he was at the other day, and I have to say I was deeply offended because the people that make hobnobs, I think it's McVitie's,
Beauties, yeah.
brought out a coconut macaroon hobnob.
Well, that sounds all right.
That's akin to putting pineapple on a pizza. It doesn't work.
James says it's a small world and a small army. That photo shoot was one of the top photos of my career. If you want to send it to me on Facebook, James, I will put it up so everyone can see it. Let me know when if you send it, and I'll put it up on Facebook. Put it up on here for everyone to see.
Wood round.
Jakey says he was
He was
asleep.
asleep. Yeah. It's
I
'cause he
can't say I blame you.
spends too much time gaming on his computer and his Xbox.
He's a teenager. He's growing. He needs extra energy and extra sleep.
Yeah.
Do you not remember what it's like to be a teenage boy?
Yes, he says. My voice doesn't.
In my day,
I was never a teenager. I've been old from the day I was born.
you were excited because you're allowed to have long trousers in your day. When you're a teen, you finally got to have long trousers.
Long pants, yeah. Nothing
Just
else.
says
just
she
long
has
trousers.
caramel in the kitchen. It's to put on cupcakes I made yesterday. I did a lot of baking, cooking flapjacks and cookies. Oh, I like flapjacks.
Can I just give Kerry Ann a shout out?
Yeah.
She made a cake for a friend. A friend's daughter was 18, and she made a cake for her friend, and it looked absolutely stunning. She did have a few problems along the way, which meant she had to bake the cake twice, once with the help of Marion. And because of all that went on, the smell of cake baking in our house was driving me insane. So Marion had to bake a third cake for us. So thank you, Kerry Ann. I got cake this week.
Well done, Kerry Ann.
Yay. That'll do you. Diabetes the world of good, mate.
Oh, diabetes, schmiabetes.
Where are we? Look, tracks at work.
Oh, you can go
might
vroom, vroom,
actually
vroom
work.
now.
I can.
Oh, you broke it.
Mine aren't going to be movable. I can't find a decent colour for wood for the spuds.
You can't
Yeah,
find any
I'm-
wood.
Yeah,
No wood.
I like these. They look awesome.
Hey, likey. Oh, likey.
Just need to cut off the extra cotton now.
Oh, can I?
Oh, I can't find my scissors.
Oh, I got him here, Mikey.
Thank you. I usually have a penknife on me with scissors.
I'm going to test
Scissors.
this. I'm going to do something which they say you shouldn't do.
Play with yourself more than you should.
No, I'm going to brush paint with Tamiya XFs.
That's top tip of the day, Jakey. Don't do it too much or you go blind. You'll find out as you get older.
Oh, God.
Grandad's top tip of the day.
Can I just clarify? I didn't say that to him. And it's live for the world to see. And nothing about that came from me.
Well, they learn more than that in school, so.
But Jake is homeschooled.
It doesn't mean he's innocent.
because
He's still a teenage boy with access to the internet.
Oh God!
We were bad enough before the internet, Gary.
Don't give him ideas. Don't give him any ideas, for God's sake. Lost something else now. Oh no, there it is.
Jim says, Tiffany, sounds delicious. I'm getting hungry with all this talk of food.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm not surprised at 5 o'clock in the morning.
So we've eaten very internationally this week so far. Monday night for tea, we had Mexican. Tuesday night, we had Italian.
Ooh.
Last night, we had Greek.
Yes.
So I've been threatened with English tonight, so it'll be egg and
Ooh.
chips tonight.
And vegetables that have been boiled for 3 hours and lost all colour and taste.
Yeah, we had spanakopita for tea last night.
Ooh. That sounds nice.
It is nice.
It's basically feta and spinach pie.
Ooh.
Lovely. Kerry Ann likes it.
Steve says, decent colour for wood, try brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Funny enough, Steve, I'm doing just that.
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah, I think the colour that I used before was
Wood
too
grain.
lighter wood.
Yep. I did my own custom mix. I don't like it though.
Great doing. Tiff's gone crazy. Right. Tiff says, Jim, I haven't baked in over a year. We got back from the beach and I had too much energy. What were you doing at the beach? You gave you so much energy.
What happens at the beach stays at the beach.
Yeah. Kerry says, stop it.
What?
Boys are icky. James says, not sure if I have you on Facebook, but just sent it over on Discord. Only got a low res version at the moment, just on my phone in the office. Okay, I shall have a look now.
All right.
But if you want to have me on Facebook, James, feel free, because I know you're off YouTube as well. Tiff says she was collecting sea glass. Interesting.
Oh yes, sea glass. Marion likes sea glass. I like beer glass.
In fact, what I might do, because Discord takes up a lot of memory, I might download it on my phone and send it. Oh, come on. Stupid epoxy Discord. Right, I'll send it to myself on Facebook.
So I bought a thing during the week for this Whippet build because I've never done a diorama. I thought I need to. So I bought a Firestorm fan cobblestone road, I guess. Let's have a look at that. So this is Firestorm's an Australian company. I've never used them before. It looks like it's a resin pour. Oh yes, it is. But yeah, it's a cobblestone street. So with that, I also purchased a road sign set from Firestorm. This is a Normandy set, so it's probably Second World War, but some of these would do very well for the First World War, so I bought that. We'll see how that goes. I might go on a wall behind the road with a tank driving along the road. And I bought a foam sheet from Scumnidum. What's that from? Woodland Scenics? Yeah.
Woodland Scenics, yeah.
So it's a high density foam board. So look at me doing my first diorama ever.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So we've got 2 pictures to show you. So the first one is one Kerry's just sent me.
All right, we'll zoom in on your quadrant.
Yeah, zoom.
Ooh.
Right. Hang on, I don't need to. I know you don't.
What are you doing?
Share screen. Right.
I'll get told off by Mobmin in a minute.
I know. So that's the cake
Oh, look at that.
that they had. There's Gary yesterday.
Lovely.
Yes, she's dead.
So that's the day the makeup gun was set to whore.
You can't say that these days, John. And here is the photograph that James took. Where it comes up.
Oh, wow. That's a nice.
Kaboom! Wow.
Apparently, in the initial meeting, they told him that he would have one shot to get the picture on. He said, luckily they agreed to 3 shots that he'd have a fair chance, but he managed to get that one on the first shot.
Amazing.
And that was the one used for the picture for the 300th anniversary of the Royal Artillery.
Cool. Talking of photographers, one of our Friends of Models for Heroes members and a Models for Heroes member, Stu Hill, was a photographer in the Navy. And I'd just like to wish him, if he is watching, a very what I want to say to him is I hope that tomorrow goes well for him, because he's marrying.
He's getting married.
He's marrying the love of his life tomorrow. So Beth and Stu, hope you have a lovely day.
Yeah.
And good luck to you both.
Try and stay in the country for a little bit. Spend some time with your new wife.
Yeah.
Instead of jet setting off for work.
Yeah. So so good luck to them.
He's a lovely guy, isn't he?
He is. He is.
Sure is.
Peaches, yeah. Has been known to be live on Discord, stab himself with his scalpel in his thigh. Proceeded then to, while the camera was still rolling, drop his trousers and super glue his leg back together.
And then realise his super glue is actually in the other room. And rather than pull his pants up or take his trousers off and walk off, he decided to hold them up round his ankles. So he was leant over as he was sort of shuffling away from the camera with his trousers round his ankles, all the way across the room, out the room and through the door.
Bless him.
Bless him. Right. There you go. We've got some comments. Steve, I've just seen Jim's BF 109G6. Oh my word, she's beautiful. I'd be intensely proud of that on my shelf. Hint, hint. Kerry says, wow. And she says, that's amazing. It is. That photo is good. And Tiffany says, ooh, pretty. And I'm not talking about you, Gary. And James says, thank you.
I know. That's better. Those spuds are looking.
And Steve says, question. Yes, an actual question. Wow. I want to put gravel or sand on this flat piece of plastic as a base for my tank. What's the best way to glue sand or gravel on?
Watered down PVA, spray it all over the base, and then sprinkle the gravel on and don't touch it.
There we go.
Basically, what I've got, I'll show you. I've got, excuse me, when I go technical, I've got a little bottle here, one of those squirty bottles. You can get, I think I got this in B&M. It came in a set of 3 for £3 or something. And in there is watered down PVA. Give it a shake to mix it all up again. Then spray it all over your base so you get a good coating on there. Sprinkle your gravel on so you get a nice layer of gravel, and then spray over the top of it again to let it help it set in, and that should work nicely for you. Oh, we got music now.
Yeah. If it's too loud, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll turn it down.
Oh yeah, jazz.
Oh yeah. So,
I think I need
would
to
you
come out.
guys recommend thinning this down or not?
Panel
I think that is pre-thinned.
Cool.
I
believe
don't
it is.
know. I could be talking out of my rectum.
Apparently, it can cause drowsiness and sleepiness. Repeated exposure may cause skin dryness. Oh, well.
I feel like
It's
I'm in an
it's the
elevator.
enamel one.
So it won't dry till Christmas.
Yeah.
So I tend to, I don't thin it at all. Just a very thin brush. I shake the bottle well, and just I generally take it from the inside of the lid, and put the lid back on, shake it again.
That's what she said.
Oh no!
And then let it totally dry before you
Oh
remove
wow,
it.
that
Yes.
stinks.
Yeah, will do. You'll get told off in a minute for making nasty smells in the house. I got told off earlier when I was spraying. That stinks. So is anybody of our wonderful audience out there, is anybody working on anything? I mean, I know Jim's done his beautiful 109 G6. What's everybody else building and baking and creating?
Oh no, I need water. Yeah.
I need coffee. I hope she gets back with the dog soon.
Tish said they are not thinned.
Panel liner?
Hmm.
I'm surprised at that.
Well,
Oh,
you're
it seems
using
pretty
it.
thin.
You're using it as a pin wash, yeah? So you're just literally touching it into the crevices and letting it wick and capillary up the panel lines.
Capillary up
Yeah.
your crevice. Oh,
So with this, it doesn't matter if you miss the crevice. It's a matter of time, wasn't it? Because if you miss and you get it
God,
all over.
Gary's gone.
I'm trying to be educational here, Gary. I mean, Christ, I'll only take this seriously if you do.
sorry.
So if you're using it to go boop, boop, boop along a panel line, if you make a mess of it, then once it's dry, you grab a cotton bud with a little bit of thinner and just take it off again.
It doesn't need to be enamel thinner.
It is enamel thinner.
And then,
That's not an acrylic product you've got there.
yeah, I know. But the thinner I've got is acrylic thinner.
Oh, you need enamel thinner or white spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've
I
got some
use
purple white spirit.
just an odorless solvent. A healthy alternative to gum disease. Oh no, sorry, gum or mineral turpentine for cleaning brushes and thinning paint.
It'll
but
be alright.
I've had a word with myself. I'm all right now.
Right.
You've regained your composure, have you, Gary?
Yes, I do apologise.
So you should.
Oh no, I'm 55. Fart jokes are still funny. Oh, you saw me the other week, didn't you?
Oh, what? Yes. Yeah. Can we not repeat that, please? Because my certain machine from Amazon, who has a lady's name, has not quite been the same since.
That was funny.
This is interesting, isn't it? It's like painting spuds. Jakey came to see me the other day. He popped popped round
You
to
did
say
tell
hello
me.
to the old fool and ended up playing on my PlayStation.
Ooh.
And kicking your ass.
No, he was playing. I can't remember what he was playing. Oh yeah, he was playing a little bit of Fallout 76. What else did he play? Oh, I can't remember. But, yes. So, is it next Monday or is it in a future Monday show, Mikey? You're going to show us how to build gates, and when were we planning on doing that? I can't remember.
Well, I hadn't had a chance to speak to John about it yet, so I don't know.
All right, okay. We'll have
what-
that discussion later then.
I can have it now. It's all right.
Yeah.
One of the things we were thinking of doing, John, yesterday
You.
was on the Monday shows, maybe using one now and again to do scratch building lessons to help you guys with your dioramas.
Oh, well, I'd appreciate that.
So what I was thinking is maybe either next Monday or whatever, do a lesson on how to make gates and things.
Do it.
And if people want to join in and go along the lesson, they can do.
Be like Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, like the Curiosity Show.
So yeah, if you want to do that, we can do that. It's not a problem.
And also, it might be a pertinent time to say to the audience, bless them, if there's anything you want us to cover on any of these Monday shows, because they are literally an open, fluid format.
Yes.
As long as it's not, splitting the atom or...
As long as it's scale modelling related,
Yeah,
is the easiest way to put it.
yeah. And if we don't know, give us a chance to find out, and we'll
Yeah.
let you know. I could do wonderful session on how to order stuff from AliExpress.
Without your wife finding out. Oh wait, you just told your daughter who grasses on you.
Every opportunity she gets.
Who keeps beeping?
It's AD. AD coming up on. I must still have Facebook open.
I think you must have Discord open because I think AD popped up on Discord.
No, I haven't got Discord. Is shut.
It still makes noise in the background there.
Well, even when it's closed down.
Oh, I don't think it closes down. It's like Skynet. I think it's always there.
Right.
That means a bit loud, I think. Hang on. Let's go down a little bit.
We'll sort it out. So, anything interesting happening in chat? Is it all
Jim
gone
says
quiet?
model work time and reading time have lagged a bit this week. You've been looking after your sister's doggy.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the way this is starting to look.
They look better now. I'm happy with them now.
Sure, I'll focus it.
Oh, dear me. Oh. Oh, no. I'm having problems with my...
Accent?
Oh, thank you so much, John. Can't get me lid back on.
Having problems with the split personality.
Oh, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not.
Yes, we are.
Apparently so. Oop, nearly knocked over my little bottle of final liner.
I probably said this on Monday, so if I'm repeating myself, I do apologise. But my son's gone away on holiday for this week, and they've gone to Lincolnshire, and they're literally right off the end of RAF Coningsby's runway.
Yeah.
and they're getting blasted by typhoons all day. So,
Well, the weather's
he's got a
been
hot
atrocious.
tub. He's got a hot tub where he's staying. So what could be better than sitting in a hot tub all day with a beer, watching
Fighter jet scrambling.
jets roaring past? Absolute heaven.
Is it though?
Yes.
I think for most
freedom
model it is.
So again,
I think for most scale models it is.
Well, we've got the American F-35Cs playing with our guys at the moment, so they're just flying around like, it's us paying for the fuel and not them, sort of thing.
Jakey's just commented. Said, sorry, boys, I can't be here next week.
No, his dad's next week. His dad's
Have a
next
good
week.
time.
Gaming all week.
Can't say I blame him.
Well, he's gaming all week. I expect his dad will be working. His dad works from home, luckily.
It's all right. You'll be making models most of the week.
Next week, I don't know. Looking at the weather forecast,
Why is the sun coming out?
I might be sat in the gardens. I shall be here Monday afternoon.
Oh, that's it. You're just a foul weather modeler, are you?
Oh, you're starting to sound like Mick Wilson now. I should be here Monday afternoon. I don't know about Tuesday. I should be here Wednesday afternoon. I will be here Thursday morning. So I'll see how the weather turns out. Because if it all goes to rats, then I'll come and do some modelling.
All right.
Oh, thank you
And
for.
Of course, if I get bored sitting in the sun drinking beer and what have you, I'll come and do some modelling. Who knows? Don't tell her, but I might even go for a walk with Marion with the dog.
Ooh.
Don't tell her, she'll make me do it then. Kerry Ann, if a word gets back, you're dead.
Oh no, I burnt my machine gun. Never mind.
Hotchkiss.
You like that word, don't you?
Hotchkiss. It's because I know that the Hotchkiss machine gun is on the.
It's because it's the only machine gun you know.
No, because Browning,
Nicholas.
GPMG, LMG,
Dun, 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 dun.
Sten gun, Bren gun. Marion's dad was a Bren gunner.
Ah.
Oh dear. How are we doing? 53 minutes and 53. Look at that. I looked up at 53:53. Some of the boys from the Friends of Models for Heroes have sent me some content
Stop
that I can
holding
put
exist.
some content that I can put up on the YouTube channel. So there may be a few videos coming out in the next few days.
Excellent.
I know Carl Smith has sent me some videos that he said I can use, and our chairman
Chairman
Mal, Little Mal, little Mal as he's known, so we don't get him confused with Big Mal, who runs M4H. He's going to send me some stuff as well. So,
Excellent.
dun dun dun! I'm going to tell you, little snitch. I don't think Marion
Steve says, I'm up for the diorama tutorials, although mine will be vignettes. I was told a diorama without figures is a vignette. There's no way I can paint figures.
Right.
Diorama is just anything that depicts a scene. A vignette is it's just the vehicle things, or
Yeah,
just
it's
the figure or something
Just,
like that.
just a
You can
base,
put
not
a
much larger
diorama
than
on something like that.
A vignette
not-
is just showing the vehicle or figure in like a bit of like
Yeah. Isn't it a
Whereas-
diorama tells a story?
yes. In fact, why don't I look up the definition of a diorama?
Well, okay. My understanding is a diorama is, a larger base that has, environment, whereas a vignette is a smaller, isolated thing, not much larger than the thing you're portraying, just to show it grounded.
Cool.
But different people have different definitions, and I may not agree with IPMS.
Diorama is a model representing a scene with three-dimensional figures, either in miniature or as a large-scale museum exhibit.
There you go.
A vignette is a tasty wine.
Yeah, so it's a replica of a scene,
There you go.
whereas a vignette isn't.
Thank you for squaring that up
Insight.
for us.
There you go. A vignette is a small illustration or portrait photograph which fades into the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
I always go with
Portrait.
dioramas are big, but vignettes are small.
yeah.
That'll do. I'm no expert at them. Scusi.
Tim says he will post photos of items he purchased at a model contest swap meet I attended last Saturday. Cool.
Ooh.
Okay, so a vignette in terms of scale modeling is literally just the subject and maybe a bit of scene around it.
Yeah.
But whereas a diorama is a scene.
Yeah.
It's the focus is a scene rather than a specific object. There we
There
go.
you go.
Now we know.
See, all this and educational as well.
Yeah. There we go. See, we don't know everything, but we'll find out for you. We'll save you Googling it yourself.
Just another comment to Jakey. If she finds out, Jakey, I'm coming for you.
Because that's scary.
He'll be quaking in his boots.
Little lovable granddad over there.
Little. I don't think I'll be sat in the garden this afternoon. It's clouded up here.
We'll keep it down there.
Guess I'll be at the bench then.
Where you belong.
What I might do this afternoon, if I am at the bench this afternoon, I might weather the tracks off camera.
Hmm.
I want to push this. I don't know about you guys, but I feel I need to start pushing this Whippet along now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. See,
I think
push it on.
I had a message this morning. So Frontline, the thing you ordered has come in. So I diligently went down there, and what it was the backup copy of a Spitfire carrying beer kegs from ICM. So I didn't
two.
get it.
You've
No,
got two
I
there.
decided not to.
Oh, right.
Because it's like that old joke. Why do the French only have one egg for breakfast?
Thank you. Why are you smiling at me like that? You look like you're plotting something.
She's been watching. That or Jakey's already messaged her telling her your plan.
She got me a cup of coffee, bless her, but she's on the phone to you know who.
AliExpress.
No. God.
Cancel that order.
Oh, blimey. I don't know. Right. So, spuds. I've got to do the edges of the spuds now. And I'll do that in a bit because they're not quite dry yet.
So here's my joke of the day. Why do the French only have one egg for breakfast?
Sorry, John, I forgot that. Yeah, why, John? Pray tell. Why do the French only have one egg for breakfast?
Because one egg is
Enough.
enough.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's hilarious. You'll laugh later on. You'll wake up in the middle of the night, Marion. You'll say, "Why are you laughing?" Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's bloody hilarious. Because they're French. They're funny.
They are French. Enough. What is this? Right. So I might put the attachez-vous.
That's the way.
Attachez-vous, the exhaustez-vous to the whippetez-vous. There you go. I speak good French. So,
Jim says, nasty heat wave has stagnated over the upper Midwest. Temps have been in mid-30s Celsius all this week and will remain through Sunday.
yes,
Wow.
I see in Cyprus earlier this week it hit 45.
Steve says, I don't get it, probably because I'm stupid. Kerry says, I don't get it. And Jim says, oh, those tricky Frenchmen. Okay, so the joke on
If you have to explain a joke, it's not funny.
is French for an egg.
An earth.
Yeah, one egg in French is enough. So they only have one egg for breakfast because one egg is enough. There we go. There we go.
Ruined.
It's a dad joke.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's a dad joke masquerading as intellectual.
I tell you, I have a book of dad jokes. Exhausts. I have exhausts on my little tank. My little tank has exhausts on.
Have I broken Gary and he's going to speak French all sesh?
Really bad and insulting French.
I think the French do a pretty good job
He's
themselves.
like the policeman on Hello
No. Inspector Clouseau, do you have a license for your minky? I have a bird.
Yeah, John, do you have a license for your minky? Tiff says, am I the only one that got that? No.
No,
We got
no.
it as well.
Several other people did get it. So I'm moving away from the jokes swiftly because they don't work.
Wow.
Kerry says, I went and pegged the washing out and I've come back to 80s porn music. What's going on?
Let's get it on.
I can change the music if you want.
Thrash metal. Thrash metal coming up. Can we not have some?
We've got rock if you want rock.
Can we have Kylie or Taylor?
No, that's copyright, right? Let's see what music everyone wants.
Nah. Doesn't go with the ambiance. Nah. Oh no. There's a little tiny bit of me that wants to say yes, but no. Oh. No, that sounds like we're in church. No. Oh, that's all right.
All right, I'll turn it down now.
And the audience are all going, no!
you know what? What Jim was just saying about the temperature in Chicago, I don't think I could live in a big city. It's too claustrophobic.
I always think back when I went to London when I started working as a trainer for the Builders Merchants Federation.
Hmm.
I had to go down to London, and I hadn't been to London for years. So I went down on the train. This was for the interview. Came out, went down in the underground. Came out at Tottenham Court Road because the actual head office was in Soho Square.
Yeah.
And I felt like Forrest Gump had gone to the big city because everybody was just going at warp factor snot everywhere. And I didn't even know where I was. So could I live in a big city? No, because the noise.
Yeah.
And it's constant. I always say the sound of London is police sirens, because no matter what time of day it is, that's all you can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, we've got Chester by us, and I don't even like going around there because that feels claustrophobic.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a more quieter area under the sea.
Don't sing.
I'm not sitting. Oh no! Can't do this. Can't do that. Oh God! I'm just repressed. Right. So. Move that out of the way. Let's bring in another. This time I'm going to paint with.
Steve says, "Sorry to be a pain, but could you turn that music down a notch? It's not easy to hear you all clearly with it. If you don't mind, not a problem."
Absolutely no problem, sir.
What I heard is, I want the porn music back.
That's perfect. No, I don't want aluminium.
Jim says, "I agree about city life, Mikey. I was born and raised in the northwest side of Chicago, relocated 45 miles southwest in 2019. Don't miss the city all that much." Yeah, I don't know why people love the idea of living in a city. It seems horrible to me.
Well,
There's
if it's
nothing
all you
nice
know.
about it.
Say again, John?
If it's all you know, I don't disparage anybody living where they want to.
Oh, no,
But,
no.
It's not for me. I do like, well, we haven't. Most of my later life, I mean, I grew up in suburban Melbourne, and that's why I'm not there anymore. But most of the places where we've been since have like cows. You go past cows, paddocks, and horses and stuff on the way to work and back because they tend to be rural and flat because that's what aircraft like. And I don't mind it. So I'd say we're semi-rural. We're not rural. We're in the middle of lots of houses, but only a couple of streets wide. So let's do a screenshot. Let's have a look at.
I need to go and get some.
Bring up Google Maps. That might help.
It's a shame alcohol gel won't work for enamels. But I've got plenty of that. Ow.
Yeah.
So that's where I live. It's in between a big lake on one side and mountains on the other side. So it is. I am surrounded by housing, but not much. That's it. So it's nice.
Yeah, I'd rather be rural than even in a town.
The bird life here is phenomenal as well. Like rainbow lorikeets on the front lawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all we get are magpies and starlings. So, but one of the surprisingly good things about living in Telford is you don't have to
You
go.
live in Telford?
Have you been to Telford, John?
I have been to Telford. What are the odds?
Well, there you go. One of the benefits is you don't have to go very far, and I mean walking distance, and you feel like you're in the middle of the countryside.
Yeah, I like it where you are.
You know, which is nice. Not that I go walk very far nowadays because I'm a knackered old shit. But there you go.
Hmm.
Oh, I
my
think
God.
Mike has had to go and make a phone call.
Right.
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying to find methylated spirits.
All right, don't forget you've got to make a phone call.
Yeah, well, do it.
You've already done it.
No, I'm going to do it now.
All right.
Do you reckon brush cleaner would work instead of methylated spirits?
Do you reckon
Can't
what
find
would work?
methylated spirits.
I don't know.
Did you say bush bostic?
No, he said brush cleaner.
Oh.
I've got soap water. Yeah, I can't seem to find methylated spirits anywhere. It's stupid because they make it look an awful lot like a water bottle.
Yeah. Yes, but
Not something you want to drink.
well,
Okay. Don't know where it's gone. All right, I'm going to make this phone call. Be back in a minute.
okay, mate. We'll cover for you. Right, John. What can we get up to?
I reckon while he's gone, we should vote him off the island. Hey, Modmin, can we have a coup? If you wear a fake beard, you could be the new Mikey. He'll never know.
Oh, no. This is the point where Modmin blocks John from the chat.
Yeah.
No, we can't get rid of Mikey. He knows all the technical bits.
What sponge? Oh, red sponge.
And besides, who would stop me bursting into song and us getting copyright strikes?
Well.
Mikey wasn't here.
Oh, the shark bites.
Oh, you see, we'll get copyright strike now. What has gone on here?
Oh, he's
That'll
found
do
some.
it.
What's that? White spirit.
It may stink.
Very good. Oh, crapulent. So, I'll find a whole red
Oh, the
sponge.
Oh, no, I want to do it.
You want to turn this into karaoke?
You've earwormed me.
He shows him pearly whites.
We'll get
Whole red sponge. Desert yellow sponge.
Never.
Dirty down rust.
What has gone on here? Oh my god. I've had a bit of an accident.
Oh yeah?
Well,
Have you considered I don't know what they're called.
tenor men.
Yes, them.
It wasn't that sort of an accident.
Oh, good.
Oh. So in September, just to get planning ahead, in September it is the 80th anniversary of Operation Market Garden, which was Field Marshal Montgomery's plan to end the war early by dashing through Holland and capturing the bridges across the Rhine and then getting into Germany via Arnhem. And as we all know, it didn't quite work. Nearly worked, didn't quite get there. James Skiffins, the model officer, has asked us to see if we could do something to commemorate the 80th anniversary of Market Garden. So what we're thinking of doing is a week-long build. And there won't be a week long of live shows. Don't panic now. Starting on one Saturday, finishing on the next. So Saturday being the Friends of Model Heroes online club day, which we would open up to all and sundry who want to take part. Yeah, we're in the planning stages of it at the moment. In other words, James has told us to do it, and we're working out how we're going to do it. Yeah, there might be something coming up which people can join in. It'll be along the lines of the 48-hour thing that we did earlier on in the year, but it won't be as manic. Basically, you'll have a week to complete an Arnhem-related build. And the crowd went, wow. Any chat to go through, Modmin? Oh, there. Tiffany Modmin says, "I love living in the middle of nowhere. So peaceful. Only issues: buses start at 8 a.m. and finish at 5, and they're only 1 an hour." Do you know what, Tiff? In the middle of Telford, where I am, there's 1 bus an hour. So it doesn't matter where you live, really, does it? Carrie Ann Morris says, Telford, there's a Costa on every corner. Yeah. You're not wrong there. Jim Alticott says, "Are you located in the north of UK, Tiffany?" Tiff says, "I'm in the northeast, Jim." Jim says, "Sounds peaceful and quiet, Tiffany. Exactly why I moved away from Chicago. Nice place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there." You could say that about a lot of places, though. Yeah, nice thing about odorless thinner is it's odorless. Yeah, I don't think the thinner that Mikey's got is going to be odorless. Other than kids, Tiffany says, "Other than kids, it is, Jim. I live right next to the park in the village."
I'm back.
He's back. And I think that's the chat up to date.
Excellent. Good job.
Excuse me.
Good job, Gary. You did well.
Lovely boy. Hold us back. You're chucking a bit of mud about there, John.
Well, no, it's rust on the exhaust. But I'm so bad at it. Yes, I could see how you can make that judgment.
I don't judge. I don't judge. Just mentioned to the assembled masses, Mikey, about the potential Arnhem build coming up in September.
Oh, yes. That depends how well James is.
Yeah, it does all depend. I should have said that, actually. James is pretty poorly at the moment. As they say down under, James is a bit crook at the moment. He's recently had triple heart bypass, and despite his bravado before he had the operation, I think he's realizing the recovery is going to take a little bit longer than he thought.
Yes.
Yes.
So we do wish him well, and we do want to see him back on here because He's good fun. And he's a knoll. He's a wrath of no. What's the word I'm looking for?
Wealth.
Wealth of knowledge when it comes to model making. Thank
a
you.
wrath of knowledge.
He is indeed.
Yeah.
And he's an all-round good bloke.
He is. He's lovely, isn't he? He's a lovely lad. So, what are you up to, John?
Me?
You heathen.
I'm sorry, what? Where'd that come from?
I think he overheard your attempt at a coup d'etat.
Oh, that was Paul. I am innocent.
That's why you shaved your beard off.
It's really weird. What happened was Steve Martin turned up,
Yeah, what are the odds?
started talking about having a coup.
Yeah.
Oh dear me. No. I think I got away with the.
Jim says, question, perhaps an obvious one. Is there an M4H Discord page or group or whatever the technical term may be?
M4H does have a Discord channel.
We have to be a beneficiary.
Malcolm Childs will send the invite out, but he does only send them out to beneficiaries, Jim. So unfortunately, unless he changes the policy, you're stuck with us, mate.
Yeah, that's put up with us, dude.
I've got to admit, I am very thankful for Malcolm for inviting me in because I'm not a beneficiary, being an Australian. But
you're soon to be a volunteer, John.
Well, that's if I get the paperwork right.
Yeah, and subject to the interview.
You got to learn to spell first.
What did I get wrong?
Name.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, there's like, any final comments is the last thing in the questionnaire, and I just wrote, penguins are like Tim Tams, but different, but both of them are different to hobnobs, and hopefully that's enough to get me over the line.
Yeah, that'll get you over the line. I guarantee.
Because I didn't disparage one or the other.
As long as you don't mention coconut macaroon hobnobs.
Oh, that's all right.
No, it's not. It's wrong. It's like pineapple on pizza. Doesn't go.
Yeah, but it's like, for me, it's like Android and Apple. I don't care. If you don't want to eat it, don't eat the pineapple. But, I wouldn't stop anyone else having a bite of that big yellow cherry.
Sound like you're getting almost sexual with it then.
I
Don't mind about that big red cherry. Those cherry red lips.
Stop it! You're going to break me tank. Oh, that sounded wrong.
That's what.
I think I just broke John's cherry.
Oh.
You just broke John's pineapple.
All right. Okay.
Jim says, thanks, Gary. Not a bad deal being stuck with everyone here in this group. I am honoured to be part of this. Oh, you're welcome.
And we're honoured to have you, sir.
Tiff says, I love pineapple on pizza. You heathen.
There we go.
She also says,
you were
Mikey,
so high in my estimations.
So, have I mentioned I've been to Hawaii? So, the bus driver went to great lengths to explain that pineapple on pizzas did not originate in Hawaii, and they're as disgusted as we are, apparently.
Bloody hell, that's a long bus journey from Australia to Hawaii.
Yeah,
But it gets a bit damp.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It was a long bus trip. Worth it, though. It's paradise.
Hawaii. So pineapples are not natural to Hawaii.
No, they're from South America, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. I just broke my track. Oh, well.
Well, what is natural to Hawaii? What I probably should
Taro.
know this. What?
Taro, like potato.
Potato.
Oh, you say potato, I say potato.
Yeah.
Trying to think
You
what
say
else.
potato, I say taro.
Surfboards. Certainly the longboard. I better glue that down.
Okay. You can't eat a surfboard though.
And the sound of Kiamo Muku had a truly sacred ring, I hear on good authority.
Okay.
There we are.
I'll stick with me Greek. At least in Greece they don't put pineapple on stuff.
Goat cheese from Greek goat cheese is nice.
Prefer halloumi.
Oh, halloumi's lush.
Yeah.
Especially when it's grilled on a barbecue as well.
Yeah. Because it can't melt.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I lived in Cyprus, we used to
Is that just outside Telford?
about 2,000 miles south of Telford.
Oh, short trip. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, short trip for you, round the corner.
That's down to the nearest naffy, you know.
The pizza shop on the shopping complex on Episcopi Camp, which is known as Dodge City because it really did look like Dodge City, used to do halloumi pizzas, and they were amazing.
That
That
sounds
sounds
good.
lush.
And they were dead cheap too.
Sure.
I used to look. We had a Subway in camp when we were in Iraq,
Yeah.
and I used to order the meatball marinara with pepperoni. What was it? All the different meats on it on a honey oat bread. It was so nice.
Nice.
And it only cost like $5.
Well, it's bizarre because things were so cheap. I mean, obviously, I'm talking 1989 when we were out in Cyprus. Things were so
When things were penny farthings.
well. Even out there, things were ridiculously cheaper than UK.
Yeah.
If you were prepared to eat what the locals ate, if you wanted Heinz beans, you paid a fortune for them because they had to be shipped into the country. I mean, that's just common sense. So we went, for want of a better phrase, we went native, and used to buy crates of Keo beer, 24 bottles of Keo beer, the small bottles, 330ml. That cost you about £6.50 Cyprus because they were pounds and cents then, so £6.50.
Yeah.
If you took the crate back when you finished them, they gave you £5 back.
Wow.
That was a win-win.
What's the matter, Gary lad?
I'm just painting me spuds. That doesn't sound right. I've
Just
got
painting
paint
with plums, lad.
I've got paint on my spuds.
Oh, me plums.
Shaving his plums.
Oh no.
Gary's got his spuds out.
Come on, get on there.
It's a terrifying sight.
A magnificent sight.
That's not what Marion told us.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Belly's gonna get you. Belly, 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 belly.
He's gonna get you.
That's a brilliant advert, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
I know
work,
what you're
like.
talking about.
John doesn't know what we're talking about.
No clue.
there's an advert in the early 2000s, and it's about reducing the amount of beer that you drink because it'll give you a beer belly, and it's not good for your health.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's basically a guy in a tracksuit, and he's getting chased by the streets through the streets by this giant belly that's bouncing after him. And
Oh,
the song in the background, like, is the belly's gonna get you. The belly's gonna get you. Belly, 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 belly.
oh God. Hopefully it's not the same guy that came out with that Mr. Blobby bloody thing.
Oh no, we dispatched him to New Zealand.
Oh my God.
And Noel Edmonds now lives in New Zealand, where he operates a radio station.
Okay. Well, good on him.
So at least we didn't send him to you. We had the decency to send him to New Zealand.
Yeah. Ooh, hour and a half done.
And
Already?
Does anyone have any questions?
Come on.
Yeah. Well,
Where was
why
the
are you
question?
still tuning into this crap?
John, don't tell him that.
Oh, righto.
Question: have you three got nothing better to do? Answer: no.
Well, that was a short Q&A.
Oh, current Mrs. Morris has just walked past with the iron.
I wondered what that bang was. I thought it was outside.
We'll probably hear an owl in a
Guy
moment.
getting an iron to the head.
Yeah. You've been on AliExpress again, haven't you?
No, I haven't been. Well, moving
Don't
along.
lie. We know you have.
Marion, they're picking on me.
She'll probably say good.
Do 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 do.
Shamo.
Oh, crocky. So we have a on every Friday, every really second Friday, we have a you know the park runs. Do you have them over there?
Yeah. They do
Right,
fun
yeah.
run things. I mean, how they
Yeah.
put those two words in the same sentence, I don't know.
I
but-
know, right? So no, I couldn't do it. With my since the spinal fusion operation, no, I think that's my kryptonite. But we just go for, like, some of us just go for a walk because that'll do, and then we have you generally have a breakfast at the local cafe. So that's on tomorrow.
Good for
Oh,
you.
that's good. So I'm looking forward to a bit of egg with my breakfast. A little pineapple on my pizza.
Enough.
Enough.
In
An earth. Having an earth.
That's what the audience said. Like, 11
Yeah.
episodes is enough.
I think
Problem is, we didn't understand and thought they were saying it's an egg.
oh dear. It's all gone quiet in the chat.
It has
I
gone
want to-
quiet in chat, hasn't it?
We bored them
think
into submission. They're all left. There's no one watching.
Actually, we've got 8 people.
I ordered a cappuccino in Paris, so across the Seine from Notre Dame, and I walked in, and my French is atrocious because you could either do Italian or French in school. I chose Italian, and then only did it for a year. Anyway, God, I remember copying off the guy sitting next to me, whose name was
Pierre.
D'Agostini. And the teacher thought he was copying off me because he was turning around to say, "Stop copying!" And she thought he was copying off me. So he failed the test and I passed. Anyway, so I felt terrible after that. I didn't do Italian after that. But anyway, story goes, I walk into this place. Can I have a cappuccino, please? In French. And I said, I said, un cappuccino, por favor, or whatever I said. I don't know.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. There you go. And then
Bonjour, monsieur.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's
the girl in front of me said, she was cleaning up behind, but she sort of pushed him aside and said, "I've got this." And she said, "You're Australian. Where are you from?" I said, "Oh, Newcastle." "Oh, whereabouts?" And I said, "Oh, blah blah blah." And she said, "Oh, I'm from Maitland, which is about 10 k's from here." "Oh, really? How long have you been here?" "Oh, about 3 years," and all that sort of stuff. I went, "Oh, wow." So it was very easy to order a coffee through her. So I just, it was pretty good. But what are the odds of meeting a local? It's like in Hawaii. We're in the lift on the first day, and we took the wrong lift and went up to the 11th floor and trying to find the third one because they're renovating the foyer, or the lobby, as you might call it. And so on the 11th floor, two people get in, and we said, like, "How do you get to the third floor?" And they said, "Oh, you lift is around the corner. It's not no sign, but follow the corridor further around." And they said, "Where are you from?" And Newcastle. And I said, "Really? Oh, we're from, what did I say? Stockton, which is, again, it's just past the RAF base here. So, like, yeah, what are the odds of meeting people down the road from where you live?"
Yeah.
Aussies are everywhere, eh?
Yeah.
They're like a bloody disease.
Yeah. Jim says, I think pineapple on pizza may have originated in California. That would
Oh,
not
that's right.
surprise
That's
me.
what you said, yeah.
Does
Yeah.
sound a very liberal thing, doesn't it?
I reckon if you want to eat it, eat it.
No.
Steve says, stupid question of the day. I'm having skinheads on a raft for my tea, aka beans on toast.
Beans on
What are your favourite beans? Mine are Branston because they taste better than Heinz.
Ah.
Now,
Good question.
there's a discussion.
All right, we
Yeah.
don't have Branston beans here. All we've got is Branston pickle, but it's in the international food section. So I'll just go for Heinz, but my favourite would be the in ham sauce. But they've got a new one now, a little smaller can, just peri peri, and there's one in taco sauce. I haven't tried the taco, but peri peri is quite nice.
The taco ones are quite nice.
Yeah.
I
have
tend to
the
just go
beans
for
that I'm
baked
given.
beans. Yeah, yeah. I tend to go for the ones with I lost my train of thought now. Oh no, I'll just standard baked beans, I guess, and Tabasco sauce on them.
Years and years ago, there used to be a big difference between you had Heinz beans and all the others, and they just didn't taste anything like Heinz beans. What I've noticed nowadays, whether it's as I've got older and my tastes have changed or whatever, they all
Yeah.
taste the same now.
I think Branston sauce is thinner though.
Right.
Olive
I
green.
think there is a difference. But yeah, I like the 5-bean tomato sauce ones. They're nice.
Yeah. Friend of mine, whenever he does baked beans, he puts brown sauce in it and stirs it in.
Oh, that's all right.
Whenever I do baked beans, I have cheese in it.
Cheesy beans.
That's all right too. It's all
Yeah,
good. It's all good.
cheesy beans.
Cheesy squeezy beans.
Cheesy
Nah.
beans are winners.
Marion does a very nice goes with beans and Mexican beans and
Jim says, because we've got quite a few comments coming up now.
Yeah.
Jim says, just been at my workbench whilst listening to the conversation. Jim says, bush baked beans are my favourite. Oh.
Bushes. Okay.
never heard of
James says, James says, all this talk of pizza made me decide to walk home for an early lunch.
Lovely.
Is that so you can burn off the calories, James? Tiffany says, that's Steve T, as his own brand, but not the Just Essentials. I'm poor, but not that poor. Steve T says, I need to try those, Tiff. And Tiff says they're in a red tin. Wow. Jim says, funny thing is, I always hear thunder after I eat beans.
Oh yeah.
Always a thought.
Steve, Steve says,
Did we
Branston
freeze
ones
it?
taste like beans used to. That's why I like them.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
I used to. My favourite. My favourite is beans on toast with a fried egg on top. Oh,
I've never done that, I don't think.
it's lovely.
I used to like beans mixed in with pasta when I was younger.
Kerry Ann's partner cooks beans in everything. Even if you make a lasagna, there'll be beans in there.
Yeah, of course.
He loves the beans.
You got beans. Beans on the brain.
Yeah.
James says, I live about 200 meters from the office, so not many calories burned. Maybe you only have
Okay.
one slice then, James.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Can you ever just have one slice of pizza?
Yeah, big one. It's perfectly round.
What? Get rid of the excess. Tiff says, eggy bread with beans is Sonic's tea tonight.
There
Lovely.
you go. Eggy bread.
When I did. Oh yeah, I did. I did a few months ago. I don't eat a lot of fried foods though,
No.
We don't. We don't.
which is because
in fact,
they have fat in them.
yeah. Because you can do beans on toast with a poached egg on top. That's just as nice.
Yeah, that's what we tend to have, poached eggs, because Kay does them in cling film.
All right.
Uh-huh.
You put the cling film in the top of the cup, put the egg in the middle, and then twist the cling film around closed. So it's just like a little parcel hanging, and then you just hang it into the pan,
All right.
and it just cooks in the cling film.
Hmm.
Then all you do is peel the cling film off, and it's just like a little ball of poached egg.
Nice.
And it's very nice.
Very nice.
It means you can see all around the egg as well to check that it's cooked.
So welcome to Three Veterans
Discuss cooking
Talk About
idea.
Food. We've had cake, pizzas, beans.
James says the important question is, what's the correct beans to bread ratio? Now, this has come from a discussion that we were having on Tag the other day, and one of the lads, he had 1 tin of beans to about 8 rounds of bread toast for his tea whilst he was on camera.
No, that's wrong.
So, what is the correct beans to toast ratio?
Toast, 1 tin of beans.
See, I can't not have beans on toast the way my dad used to make it for us, which is, there's 2 slices, so one unsliced in the middle, so just standard bit of bread, and then another slice of bread cut in half, and each half on the other side of that first bit. So you just have to have it that way. But I can't make it without making it the same way.
Mm-hmm. Tish says 4 slices of bread and a full tin of beans because I'm a cow. I'm not going to say that word because I never ever call people that word.
Yeah.
Steve says my wife does 1 tin between us and 2 slices of bread each.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
doable.
right.
What did I ask? Oh, I had the pasta sauce with ham trimmings in it. That was nice. I had that on brown bread.
Brown bread.
Yeah. Well, I eat wholemeal
Some
bread.
brown bread.
Don't have white bread. To be honest, I've always preferred brown bread anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I'll just mix it up.
Much nicer taste to it.
Bloody hell. I was looking for an image on the phone. I can't see it. So don't worry about it. So, I ordered a thing in Hawaii as a loco moco, which is just a standard sort of local dish. It's rice, and then generally it's say a hamburger patty, obviously cooked,
Yeah.
and then I think they do onion, barbecued onion on that, and then an egg on top. And you just sort of mix it all up and eat it. But of course, I asked for a poached egg and I forgot that they don't do poached eggs particularly over there. It's either over easy or all the other ones, which is virtually the same, but
Sunny side up.
it's just not as, yeah. sort of weird, but you know, it was all right. It was a bit bland because you know I didn't have any other sauces with it or whatever. But I wanted to try the local food while I was there. You can only have so much
Why?
That's what you
Cheesecake
have
Shop.
to do.
Yeah, I always like
Have to
trying to look
try
for
the local-
foods like quite like paella and things.
Paella. They
Paella.
have a what do they call it? A spam musubi, which is like think of sushi. So it's a bed of rice with a slice of spam on top, wrapped in seaweed. That's really delicious.
Spam.
They love spam over there.
Oh yeah.
Spam, 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 spam,
Spam is,
spam, spam.
spam is also the national dish of Tunisia.
Is it?
Well, that's all we seemed to get when we were out there years ago. They even put it on their pizzas.
I love cooking for the hobby.
Go back to pizzas again. There you go.
Case just walks in and goes, I love cooking for the hubby.
Oh, bless.
Good on her.
Yeah,
Like that.
he's a good egg.
What?
Enough.
And,
Go on your neck.
where are we? Oh yeah. Tiff says Chalky does nice chicken and chorizo pasta as well as ham and pea soup. That's a point. I've not seen Chalky's comment today. Has he not been in?
Haven't seen Chalky today.
And no
That's not good.
beef Wellington either.
Oh. Duke Wellington, not Beef Wellington.
Oh, sorry. Beef Wellington is a guy on. It's another ship modelling server thing that I follow. Wooden ships.
Beef Wellington's a dish.
I know. Yeah, delicious.
Pastry.
Pastry.
Steve says, I love brown bread or seeded bread. I can't eat white bread anymore. It's so bland and tasteless. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Brown bread or seeded bread or.
I have wholemeal bread.
So, did you guys see what happened to Stonehenge? What was it, yesterday?
It's
Yeah, that was-
disgraceful.
yeah.
Bloody hell.
You know, that's they've gone too far.
Yeah. They've annoyed a lot of people with that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and I hope they get prosecuted to the full
I like
extent
that
of the law.
happening. Yeah.
Well, I think they will because they went onto the private airport as well, didn't they? And
Yeah. Yes.
where your love
Yes.
interest is.
Yeah.
And they sprayed all on the private jets orange.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tiff says, I haven't been able to eat brown bread since I had my gallbladder out. Jim says, question, how is Steph doing? Hope he's feeling better since Tuesday. Mikey, will you have the live chat tomorrow?
It's not all right. I didn't know he
I
wasn't
didn't know
well.
if there's anything wrong with Steph, to be honest.
no, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, he's fine.
I haven't heard anything.
Care to elaborate, Jim? He also says, Chalky and Sonic are both missing today. I'm guessing Sonic's still in bed.
There's your answer.
Tiffy says Sonic's still in bed. I didn't have the heart to wake him up unsure about Chalky.
Okay.
There we go. Gentlemen, we've got 10 minutes left. So
Good grief.
All right.
Well,
I haven't even cracked a beer.
that's a
no
good.
matter have I.
We're breaking the habit.
I know.
Not that we're implying you're an alcoholic, John. Yeah.
No, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm sober-phobic.
Yeah. We're on the Discord session yesterday, and Gary said, I'm going to go for a brew, and came back with a pint of beer.
It wasn't
I
a
know.
pint, it was half a pint.
It was still
I
beer.
had to walk past my perfect draft beer machine, and it said, "Oh, you need to test that everything's still all right." So I did. But
Tiff
Quite
said
funny when
Sonic had a
both your
late
kids bring you beer around for Father's Day.
Tiff said Sonic had a late night last night. I think it was about 4 a.m. when he crawled into bed.
Bless.
That'll do it. Jim says Steph cut short the Tuesday group build due to not feeling well. He didn't elaborate as to what was ailing him. Oh.
Was he on
Tuesday.
Wednesday, John?
That's fine.
Okay.
Tuesday. Didn't know there was a Tuesday group build.
No, Tuesday, Steph, doesn't it? Isn't that when he does his Voyager
Star
build?
Trek one. Yeah.
Ah. Oh yeah, that was cut short. That only went for an hour. Yeah.
Hope he's
I caught the very end of it, I believe. So I didn't. I was about to settle down, and then said, "Okay, wrapping up," and just went, "Okay, I guess I'm not sticking around."
Cool. Cool. As long as he's all right, that's the main thing.
Well, I was looking yesterday at my, the hours allowance that you have on StreamYard,
Yeah.
and by the end of this month, I'll have 9 hours left over.
Oh wow.
So the question is, what do I do? Do I use them, or do I just let them lapse and go into 20 hours next month?
So they don't roll over, do they?
No.
Use them or lose them.
Yeah.
That smacks of he has a cunning plan.
I actually don't, believe it or not.
Yet. Give it 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, funny you should mention that.
Why don't we? Oh dear.
I don't think Gary's got any more time to spare.
Well, there was a comment thrown at me by the current Mrs. Morris this week, who said you tied up a lot doing whippets and live streams and that. So, but then again, the weather's been crap. You don't want to go out and when the weather's crap. But if the weather's going to get better, then
yeah. I mean, I don't particularly want to go out when the weather's better, but yeah.
I don't mind going. I don't mind going out if the weather's nice, but I don't want to go out and be cold. I mean, my son would say you can't get cold. You just inappropriately dress.
Yeah.
But
I'm quite comfortable in my little model universe.
Yeah, I get that.
All right.
Windows Defender did not find any threats to your computer. I'm pleased about that.
I didn't put up too much
Steve says,
of a
use them, Mikey. 9-hour live stream build and paint a model challenge. Ooh. Ooh.
What was that particular beveragino you have there, John?
Carlton Draft.
Brewery Fresh.
Brewery Fresh.
Very nice.
Over 150 years of brewing knowledge in every bottle. Apparently it's past the use by date then. Oh well.
Here, I second that notion, Steve.
Oh God. I feel a mammoth session coming on.
I suppose I mean 8 hours just to give me a bit of leeway, but we could probably build a Rubicon in 8 hours.
Yeah, but I haven't got a Rubicon.
Have you not?
No.
I am can you zoom in on me for a moment, please? I'll show you what I've done.
It's all about you, isn't it? It's always about you.
Show me. I haven't been on camera.
Right. So what I haven't done is start the base. What I've realised is being resin. Really, I should prime it before I do anything at all. So I haven't started with that because I'd have to go off camera again. So I'll prime it off camera and start painting. Right. So that's why I didn't start that. So I've just been pottering around with this. So what I've put on, I painted the spuds, put them on. Basically, yeah. Initially, I was thinking about having them on the tracks, but I'm not going to be having it's not going to be in mud. So I'll put them in the stowed position up there. Giving it all over like a wash with let's see, Talong 502
Starship Filth. Yes.
Wonderful
Very
stuff.
nice.
So that's gone a bit everywhere, and then later on, once it's dried, I can sort of move it around and take it off and all that sort of stuff. And I painted the not one but two exhaust pipes. Tried to sort of get a bit of colour into them.
Yes.
And the tracks I've gone over with steel, just over the top to have the the cobblestones taking off the mud. I painted the bottom as well. So yeah, that's me.
Painted his bottom.
Yes,
Okay.
and ooh, I dropped me plums.
He's dropped his plums.
What have you done, Gary?
Well, a little bit of touching up. Well, let's start from
Matron.
the beginning. Before we went live, I painted the tracks, and I've let them dry off. And what I'm going to do between now and next show is dry brush like Mikey did to bring out the bolts and the rivets and all that.
Copycat.
Sort of stuff. Yes, it's all about that. I've painted me spuds. I've repainted me spuds, so they're ready to go on. I've started painting the. Let's have a look. Let's get it under the tools that go on there.
Nice.
On the side. The guns are already painted, and I have put on the exhaust. Although Mikey was saying, "Hey, you haven't lagged them." The exhausts are on, so that's ready to go. So hopefully, next week, I can get the tracks on, get the spuds on, get the ancillary tools on.
One thing I'll suggest for the spuds, Gary, is use your razor saw and scratch them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I can hand paint on the red and white stripe.
Yes.
And that's what I've done today. And I've talked a lot about food. And
now we're all very hungry.
yes. And John's having a beer.
Yes. So, what have I been up to?
What have you been doing, Mikey?
I have been panel lining this, so it's looking quite cool.
Yeah.
Looks alright, I think.
Really nice. Yeah.
I'm going to put some grime wash on it and stuff like that, but I need to tidy it up a little bit in some places.
Yeah. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Looking good.
All right. Cool.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
John, when you use the Starship Filth, did you just dilute it right down with
Yep.
thinners
So
and just use it as a thin wash?
Yeah. So all it is basically take the lid off, toothpick.
Yeah.
What do you guys call it? Cocktail stick?
Or toothpick, cocktail stick.
Into that. So just a little bit of that, and into my little palette. But just that much, and then just a pipette of odorless solvent, and it's made it a real thin panel liner, if you like, and just just started going over the lines. But being an oil, you can smear it everywhere, and it'll just sort of fade in and out and stuff like that. I quite like to look at that. Cool. It's looking. I can't see it in the light there, but it's like it's subtle. So I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Starship Filth, if you've never heard of it, it's just it's a grey, but it's darker than Payne's grey. It's not far off of Payne's grey, actually. Let's see. That's the difference between the two. Payne's grey, Starship Filth. Both of which are very useful for everything because they're just a sort of like Payne's grey is like a bluish grey. It just rubs into everything. It's really universal. And the Starship Filth is you don't just use it. I've found you don't just use it for space stuff. It gives a bit of grime. It's good for everything. Yeah, really really useful oil. If you don't have many oils, a Starship Filth is a good one to go for. It it makes me look good. Mind you, I should use it to colour my hair, shouldn't I?
That's just a minute.
Brilliant.
Gary,
hey, that's
Gary
the
needs
2
4
hours.
buckets for us.
Say again?
Gary needs a floor buffer for us.
Hmm.
That or chamois leather.
Chamois leather. Well, that's French again.
So have you guys enjoyed today?
Yeah, I always
Alright.
do. It's always good fun.
It's all right, I guess.
On your visual kit.
No, it's been good. Been good.
Excellent.
I always enjoy this. I mean, it came on thinking I don't know what I'm going to do really, and managed to fill 2 hours, and I'm happy with progress. So yeah, it's excellent.
Very good.
So last few comments. Do-do-do-do. Jim says, thank you again for another great show, guys. See you tomorrow, Mikey.
Thank you for joining us, Jim.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Steve says, thanks, guys. See you next time.
See you next
Yeah,
time,
see you,
Steve.
Steve.
And Tiff says, thank you all for joining. Catch you tomorrow when Mikey is live with Steph. Yes, I get
Well
around.
done, Robin.
Albatross.
Round, 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 I get around.
Get around. Woo, he gets around.
Ah,
Nope,
ah, ah.
Wonderful.
I'm see, you do this to me.
Squirrel.
You
Squirrel.
do this to me. You get these earworms in my head.
It's all right. I'm going to get the intro into your head again.
Doom, 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 doom.
What you guys in the chat don't see
forget-
is that whenever we play the intro, at the bottom I can see all 3 screens, and all 3 of us are dancing along to the intro every time.
Don't forget, we're here on Monday, 2 till 4.
Yes,
With fun
Yeah.
and
will. And
fun
you'll be able
and
to jump up
chat. You can
on the
you
chat
can
as
join
well.
us as well.
You'll be able to jump on the panel. Sorry,
Yeah.
you can do a bit of model making, or just join us and have a natter.
You're all welcome. But we can only have 3 on screen at any one time.
Yes.
Excellent.
So, time to say your goodbyes.
Hooroo.
Ooh,
See you next time.
See you later, mate.